know in terms of their holdings and when they added to this position?
Yeah, so you can see that they've more than tripled their position right in the weeks and months up to the sell-off. So, it hit a record high in October, and we can see that they've tripled their position during the third quarter. They disclosed a position at the end of September that was worth around $520 million. And we can see that this is really going to be a part of their portfolio going forward. They're saying that they want to diversify it, and they really see it as the digital equivalent of gold.
And by the way, I should correct myself. I meant to say $500 million, not $500 billion. That would be tremendous. But Ben, getting back to you in London, when it comes to the Abu Dhabi Investment Council, just give us a sense of how this holding of Bitcoin fits in with their overall portfolio. What is their investment strategy?
Yeah, sure. So they're an investment unit of Mubadala. They're kind of run separately, but this really seems to be part of the overall strategy by Abu Dhabi and the United Arab Emirates more generally to become a hub for crypto, as well as just to really become a player in the markets. You can see that Mubadala itself also has significant holdings in Bitcoin ETFs. They've set up new funds such as MGX that have done deals with crypto exchanges like Binance. And you can really see that, they see this as an important long-term diversification play.
And how significant would you say Abu Dhabi Investment Council's move into the crypto sector is, not just for this entity, but for the region at large?
Yeah, well, look, it really gives it growing legitimacy. There's been a lot of questions about, institutional interest in it. Is it here to stay, or is it just a fleeting thing? We do see a lot of sell-offs in the Bitcoin ETFs recently as investor sentiment has turned. But it looks like the Abu Dhabi Investment Council is going to be in it for the long term. And this just really gives it legitimacy when a state-owned fund by one of the richest countries is plowing some of the reserve money into this. You can see that this is something that they really believe in.
Right. I think most people have heard of Mubadala, which you mentioned is the sovereign wealth fund. What exactly is the relationship between the Abu Dhabi Investment Council and Mubadala? I know that you said it's a unit of it, but how did that develop over time?
Yeah, sure. So there used to be a separate state-owned fund. They're mostly invested in private markets, particularly in North America. They've since been trying to diversify. A few years ago, just to sort of simplify the management, they were folded into Mubadala, but they're still run very separately. They have their own investment strategy that's different from the rest of Mubadala. But you can see that both them and their ultimate parent company, they're both very interested in crypto and are looking for ways that they can play this.